Hey everyone, it's Samuel, and welcome to Plot Hooks, the podcast where we explore the arts of narrative and collaborative storytelling in the world's premier RPG, Dungeons & Dragons. Today, a special episode for Thanksgiving. How's it going today, everyone? I hope everyone out there is having an excellent day. For those of you who are not aware, this past Thursday, so 2 days ago, as of the airing of this podcast, was the Thanksgiving holiday in the United States. So I thought it would be a great chance for me and some other content creators in the TTRPG space to tell you all what we're thankful for in tabletop role-playing games. So this is going to be a little bit of a special episode. What we're going to do is just head over to the tavern in just a second, and we're just going to go around and say what we're thankful for. I want to thank everyone who partook in this special episode today. You'll hear from Benjamin from Lawful Great Adventures. You'll hear from David Tilstra from Afar Podcast. You'll hear from Jared from Monsters and Multiclass. Gamer Mom Luna, Plot Hook's own Mike, also known as the Twitch streamer Wolf Leader 9067. You'll hear from Nick from Know Your Role, Patch from Discount Dungeons, Shannon from Paradise RPG, Star Shinobi, and Scott, also known as Yachts Twitch. Before we get into that, though, just a couple quick announcements, and I will make them quick, since this is just a special short episode. I just want to highlight two things. One, our first stage of the Quest for 1K finished, and we have completed that giveaway. And in the next couple of days, I will be announcing the next stage, the giveaway for whenever we hit 800 followers. So stay tuned on our social media for that. We would also really appreciate it if you would support the show. And you could do that in two ways now. There's always the Patreon, where you can get awesome content up there. And we would love it if you could also check out Oath of Destiny, Plot Hook's first release on the DM's Guild. It's an awesome paladin subclass with amazing art done by Devin Simmons. And we would appreciate it if you could check that out and give it a rating and review. But with that out of the way, and without any further ado, let's head over to the tavern and let's just be thankful.
Hi, this is Luna, or Gamer Mom Luna, as you may have seen me around the internet. Back in 1987, Christina Turner published a book that said, "A friend is a kindred spirit who says, 'Yeah, I know what you mean,' while they pour you a cup of tea. A friend who sees your uniqueness. They challenge you with love, humor, and honesty to live your dreams. They find humor, song, and dance and magic hidden in your problems. They take delight in your surprises. They accept both your ups and downs. They help you, and then they ask you for help. They encourage you. They push you to be better. And I'm really lucky that in playing TTRPGs, I've found this group of people that do all of this and more. They started off by encouraging me to be a better TTRPG player and more knowledgeable about what I was doing in the TTRPG world. And from there, the friendships just grew. And these are people that I now consider some of my best friends, some of the most kind, caring, and wonderful people that I've ever met. And I would not change my friendship with them for anything. Even if I've never met them in person, I still look forward to any time that I get to hang out with them. And I am so grateful to TTRPGs for giving me the friendships that I have today.
Hello, everyone. This is David Tilstra from Afar Podcast, and I just wanted to stop by and say I am grateful for all of you all out there in the Twitterverse and social media, and everyone who's listened to our podcast, because like we've said before, we were not expecting anyone to really listen to this show, and once we put it out there, people started listening to it and liking it and responding to it, and it means the world to us. So I just wanted to come by and say I'm grateful to all of you for the support and the love that you share and that you show to us over here at From Afar Podcast. So from all of us over here at From Afar Podcast, thank you so much, and we are super, super grateful for all of you. Thanks. Bye.
This is Patch from Discount Dungeons. What I'm thankful for in TTRPGs, it's not so much the characters that we play or the places that we get to go. For me, it's about the stories that we make and the friends that we make along the way. For me, there's nothing better than sitting at a table with people that I've come to appreciate, respect, love them like family, and getting to spend time with them and tell stories with them, marvel at the great moments and laugh at the ridiculously bad ones. It's something that has become such a big part of my life, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm also thankful for the stories that we do get to create. We get to come together and make a tale that we're all gonna remember for the rest of our lives. It warms my heart, and it's something that no one can ever take away from me. So that's what I'm thankful for, and I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, I'm Benjamin from Lawful Great Adventures, and I'm thankful for all of the great thinkers and creative types that keep this medium fresh with new ideas every single day.
Hey everyone, this is Star Shinobi. This year I have a lot to be thankful for, and one of the biggest is our TTRPG community. Being part of it has been such an absolutely life-changing experience for me. Over the past year and a half, I've not only gotten to meet a ton of amazing people and creators, I've come to meet some of my closest friends. The people in the TTRPG community constantly support each other in their creative endeavors and encourage each other to embrace their gifts. The kindness and love I feel from and for this community constantly blows me away. I can't express just how important this online family has become to me, and I'm looking forward to another amazing year with you all. I love you all. Stay amazing.
Hey everyone, it's Jared from Monsters and Multiclass, and this year I'm thankful for a couple of things. First being players that actually take plot hooks and run with them instead of just ignoring them. Can't tell you how many times I have thrown the goofiest stuff in front of my players and they go with it and they recognize that it's going to be a great time as long as we're all just doing it together. The next thing is metal dice and the satisfying ka-chunk they make as they hit the table. Then encounter builders, so that way I can put together a appropriate challenge rating and then up it just like a lot more in order to hopefully almost kill my party. And then lastly, friends to sit around the table and laugh with. Doesn't matter if that table is in my basement or if it's at everybody's home. Just love that we can get together every week and just have a great time.
Hello, this is Mike from the Plot Hooks team. I am also the Twitch streamer, WolfLeader9067. And what am I thankful for about tabletop RPGs? I think I'm most thankful for the fact that it encourages your imagination while building unity with people. Because, I mean, through D&D, I've made friends and gone on adventures with people for years. And you don't talk about the dice rolls, unless they were crazy. you talk about these adventures as though they were real, as though you genuinely saw, the dragon coming up over the mountain and the armor exploding in your face as the axe passed through it. You don't talk about these things as though, they were just numbers and paper. And that excitement and adventure and unity that comes with gaming is something I'm really grateful for. I also feel like I'm thankful for people. It gives you a common ground where people can come together and play. Also, it allows you to be something else. You could never obviously be, a 12-foot giant throwing boulders around, but, in this game you can be. That's exciting, and it's fun. If you really dig in, the stories that you can tell just using dice, paper, and your imagination, and the people that you get to meet and get to know in the community is simply incredible. That's really what I'm thankful for, is the adventures in the community.
Hey friends, this is Shannon from Paradise RPG. I play Scarlet, my fiery red-headed rogue, on Advantage in Paradise, Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern. I am so thankful for my rogue and for all the love that you have given her. She's come to life in ways that I never imagined. I am also so very thankful for my Paradise crew and getting to tell stories with them every week. Alex, Steph, Tim, Clay, and my amazing DM Sean, thank you for making everyday Paradise. As the Paradise RPG community manager, I absolutely love interacting with the members of this beautiful nerd community. The TTRPG community welcomed me with open arms when I joined Twitter last year, and my goal is to make other members of the community feel just as welcome. I am so thankful for all the friends I have made in the community. Every day, I feel so incredibly loved by all of you wonderful nerds, and there just aren't enough words to describe how much I love all of you. You've helped me grow my self-confidence and encouraged me to take creative risks that I never would have done 2 years ago. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for believing in me. I am thankful for you.
Hi everyone, Scott here, also known as Yacht's Twitch from Shared Experience. You can find me on the actual play campaign 50 Shades of Crimson, live on the Shared Experience Twitch channel Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. Now on to the fun bit. Things I'm thankful for in tabletop RPG gaming. First, I gotta say, silly magic items. Some favorite examples of mine that I've found online that we haven't used yet. Glasses of perfect hindsight. You can imagine how those might work. An amulet of gentle encouragement. Oh, that's okay, buddy, you missed, but try again. You'll get it. How about a potion of hydration? Is that just water? A wand of gibberish. Now that I can see some use for. Secondly, and perhaps much more important, would be the friendly communities that we cross over with and all the cool folks we've met along the way. Whether it be the new community over at Shared Experience, or the previous Tabletop Tavern community that I played in before, everyone we meet is amazing. They provide so much help to a new guy like myself. I've been involved in the tabletop community for about a year and a half, something like that. And it was my friends who pushed me to do it. I was definitely nervous at first, but if I can do it, you can too. I suppose if you're listening to this, you already do. Next on the list would have to be other content creators, like Plot Hooks, like Pathfinder Academy, who spend their time to educate their audience and provide insight and a glimpse behind the DM screen, so to speak. Without other content creators like you, it would be so much harder for a guy like myself, in his 30s, new to TTRPG, to get involved, meet new people, learn the systems, create characters, develop compelling backstories, and be fully invested in the TTRPG experience. Thank you so much for what you do. Finally, and last but not least, I'm thankful for the friends who pushed me to become part of the tabletop RPG community in the first place. They continue to provide me a home on the web to play weekly sessions with them. You guys rock. Oh, and Podcast Paparelli.
Hi, my name is Nick. I play Relic on the actual play D&D podcast Know Your Role. and you can find me on Twitter at NickPlaysD&D. I just wanted to say that the things that I'm most thankful for in TTRPGs are the people that I have met through them. Not just in person, but especially in this last year, the people that I have met through TTRPGs online. Some of the friendships that I have formed have been absolutely incredible. I actually just finished playing a virtual game with my wife and 4 other friends who I did not know 1 year ago, and I have just been so grateful to have gotten to know them and the many other people that have come to listen to our podcast and interact with us online, whether just chatting on Discord or playing games together. So, yeah, the people are what I'm most thankful for when it comes to TTRPGs. Thanks.
Thanks again to all these amazing creators for taking the time to share with you all what they're thankful for in this Thanksgiving season. As for me, I want to echo a lot of what has already been said. I'm thankful for you all. I'm thankful for all of you who have come alongside and supported Plot Hooks and all of our creative endeavors over the past, almost a full year now. I want to thank especially our Plot Hooks team. That's essentially my home D&D group. Mike, who you heard from earlier, Matt, Steve, Dave, Zach, all of them are amazing, and I love playing games with them. I love testing out things about our homebrew world of Carrick on them. I love running ideas past them. It's amazing to have an awesome group of friends just to play games with, and I'm lucky to have those. Of course, there's also Becca, who you hear us mention on the Plot Hooks team, and that is my wife. You see her art on some of our stuff as well. While she might not play Dungeons & Dragons with us specifically, she loves to hear us talk about it. She loves to draw art associated with it, and she's been amazingly supportive throughout this journey of the past year of us creating this podcast. I couldn't do it without her, and I'm so thankful for her. Love you, babe. And I'm thankful for all of you out there listening. We wouldn't be able to do all of this without your support, and I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you who listens to this show. Thank you for interacting with us. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for your input, for your constructive criticism, and it's just so awesome to have such an amazing audience. Thank you all so much. But I think for now, that will just about wrap up this special episode of Plot Hooks. Be sure to check out the show notes below and follow all the people who participated in this episode if you don't already, and be sure to thank them for coming on. Thank you all again for being such an awesome audience. From all of us here at the Plot Hooks team, Mike, Matt, Dave, Steve, Zach, Becca, and of course, as Yachts mentioned earlier, podcast Pupper Ellie. We'll see you all again next week for a standard episode of Plot Hooks.